What's Poppin' Korea? It's your DJ Brian Ju, and you're listening to What's Poppin' on TBS efm. It is Tuesday, so we're here in the dungeon as usual. And Eugene is here, Mr. Mikey J is here, the producer is here, and of course your man for the hour, Brian Ju, is here to entertain you guys for the next hour. Now sometimes things get a little crazy in life, and we sometimes need to cheese it out, of course. What do we mean to cheese out? Well, sometimes there's some music that just sounds really cheesy when you actually break it down, but you say to yourself, I shouldn't like this song. Why do I like this song? It's stuck in my head. That's what cheesy songs do sometimes. Suddenly, it gets to you and you can't get the song out of your head. And the more and more you hear the song that you think is cheesy, you end up liking the song without even knowing it. And I'm sure that everyone last summer felt this way about Gangnam Style, and maybe you're thinking about another song right now. But if you go back about 15 years ago, everyone was listening to this group, whether you like it or not. You know the lyrics. Everybody knows the lyrics. And I'm talking about the Spice Girls, and the song they really broke out with and had made the world go crazy with was Wannabe. And in the song, you'll know what I'm talking about with some cheesy lyrics in the song. Check it out because it's also related to the word up word of the day. This is Spice Girls with Wannabe. That was the Spice Girls with Wannabe, and you guys are tuned into What's Poppin' on TBS efm. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to What's Poppin' with Brian Ju. We're on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, how do you get in contact with us? It's pretty simple here at What's Poppin'. You can send us a text at sharp or pound 1013 for a charge of 51. And also you can send us an email at efmpoppin@gmail.com. And you can also send us a Kakao Talk message now if you added us as a TBS Plus friend, of course. So make sure you add us on Kakao Talk as a Plus friend, and you can send us free messages, pictures, videos, and it's all for free. Also, I want to remind you guys, everyone can join us here for our open studios that airs every Fridays, but we pre-record it on Wednesdays at 10:45 a.m. Actually, you got to be here at 10:45 a.m. because we start the recording at 11 a.m. So if you want to get situated and want to know and find out more information about our open studio, please send us an email at efmpoppin@gmail.com, and Eugene will get you guys all situated for Wednesdays. But right now, it is time for the word up word of the day. Now, question to you guys. What could the word of the day be? Could it be wannabe? No. Think about what the Spice Girls were saying. They wanna really, really wanna zig ah. Yes. With a little phlegm in my throat there. So what does zig ah mean? If you think about it, think very hard. It's a very good meaning. Zig ah. I'm just playing. It's nonsense, y'all. People always putting, nonsense words in songs like shoop or skeet, ooh la la, shoo-ba-doo bop bop, boo-doo bop, like loo boo bop. Yeah, there you go. Those are words I just made up as I said it. So actually, today's word of the day isn't even a word. It's going to be songs with nonsense words in them. So the next song, actually, is a new single, excuse me, from a great artist from back in the day. We know her for her, I must confess, I still believe. She went from that to this new single. Check it out. This is Britney Spears with Ooh La La. That was Britney Spears with Ooh La La. Now, on this song in particular, Ooh La La doesn't really mean anything. It's not an actual word. But she's saying, baby, come with me and be my Ooh La La. So basically, you just want somebody in your life to be the person that makes you says, ooh, la la, it's like an emotional sound. Michael Jones could be my ooh la la. Eugene could be my ooh la la. But God forbid, I don't want that to happen. Anyways, coming up on today's show, it's Tuesday, so we're going to have Michael Jones in the studio with us in the second half of our show for Poppin' Review. So if you want to find out what Mike's going to be reviewing, which album, which song, which artist, you have to stick around because I'm pretty sure, because he just took a 2-week vacation in Canada too, so he probably has some good Canadian artists set up. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing it out there. He can have any artist set up. But Mike Jones will be here in the second half, so please do not change that dial to any other station. But right now, we're going to get into the next song. And of course, since today's word up word of the day has to do with nonsense words, this next song, the title is really weird, actually. When I first saw the title, I was thinking, what is this? What language is this? The song is called Bawidaba. Yes, Bawidaba, which is sung by Kid Rock. Now, I never really looked at the lyrics for the song until today, of course. And I thought he was actually saying something, and I kind of misheard it. There's songs on the radio sometimes like, oh, what did he say? Did he mumble in that part? And that's what I thought this was all about. But actually, no. He's actually saying Bawidaba. And, you know, you hear some songs, everyone feels it. You're singing along, and then all of a sudden you mumble things. And that's what I thought he was doing in the song. You know, it turns out he's really saying, but with about the bang, the dang, diggy, 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 set the boogie set up, jump the boogie. What did he just say? I do not know. He's jumping somebody. Anyways, these lyrics are so deep. Check it out. This is Kid Rock with Bawitaba. Once again, that was Kid Rock with Bawitaba. Now, we're going to get to the next song. It'll probably be the last song for the first half of our show. But even Michael Jackson didn't hesitate to put a nonsense word into his song. Now, you don't believe me? Well, then tell me, what does he mean? Or what does he mean? What does he mean by this word? Mama say, mama sana makusa. Mama say, mama sana makusa. Yes. He's saying something about his mama and some socks. That's what I'm thinking. That's what when I heard the song, you know, knocking your socks off, you know, you're dancing in a song. So mama say something, knock your socks off. That's what I thought he was saying. I'm not sure if that's what he's actually saying in the song. But check it out. It's a great song. And actually, I love this song because he performed this, not he, but I just saw the Cirque du Soleil circus show, and it was amazing. So if it comes to your town, go check it out. This is Michael Jackson with So You Wanna Be Starting Something. Welcome back to What's Poppin', and now it's time for Paparazzi. Now, if I were to pinpoint the biggest boy groups in K-pop right now, it'd be a toss-up between 2 p.m., 2 a.m., of course, Big Bang and my boy Super Junior. And actually, there's a lot more right now, but I don't want to name them all because then I'll be here for like 2 years. But today's Paparazzi is about Seungri, who is from the group Big Bang. Apparently on a popular weekly music show, one of the announcers, Kwang Hee from 제국의 아이들, announced that Seungri will be making his comeback next week. But this information appears to be false. Now, can you imagine you're at home chilling? For instance, for myself, like I'm just watching TV, watching the program, and all of a sudden the TV just goes, next week's comeback, Brian Jew, and I just have a pizza in my mouth, chilling at the house. They didn't record a new single. That would freak me out. Yes. And TV shows will do that sometimes, and the TV show literally says Seungri's comeback will be next week. So, of course, that would upset me because I'm thinking, did my company forget to tell me something? Did my company just set up a comeback and change another member in the group and name him the same name as me? I'd be frustrated, mind-boggled, and a little upset as well. Now, it turns out that it's possible that the announcer had a mix-up with another member of Big Bang because G-Dragon is scheduled to make his comeback in August. Yes, of course, that's not next week, but August. Now, this is, I guess, one of the quotes from a representative from the music show said, "We're not sure if it was mislabeled in the script, or if Kwang Hee mistakenly said the wrong name, but it was an incident brought on by the hurried ending comments," said a representative for the music show. The entertainment company also said that there were no comeback plans for Seungri. G-Dragon, Taeyang, and Kang Seung-yoon are currently in line for their respective comebacks, they said. Yes. So, you guys out there right now in the K-pop world who are big fans of K-pop, Seungri is not making a comeback. That is just some false information. G-Dragon, however, will be making a comeback in August, hopefully. Hopefully that's not false information. We're looking forward to that because I'm a big fan of the artists. They have really good hip-hop tracks, so we'll be looking out for that. And hopefully we're going to have G-Dragon in the studio. Yes, hopefully. Anyway, since we're talking about Seungri, from the Big Bang, we're going to play a song for you guys right now. This is Seungri featuring G-Dragon with 창문을 열어. Hello and welcome back to What's Popping.
Ooh la, Brian.
This is the segment where we try to get our older listeners, 50 and over, to listen to our program.
Good day, everyone. My name is Michael Jones, and I'd like to invite you here to the Brian Jew Show. Thank you for coming.
Brian Jew is not here. This is Brianna Jew.
Rihanna?
Brianna.
Oh, I thought you were trying to be Rihanna.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Nice.
No. We're not talking about Rihanna, actually. We're not talking about Michael. We're not talking about Brian.
We're talking about Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes, Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm cooking a new apple pie. But we are back with Poppin' Review. How was your vacation, by the way?
It was wonderful, man.
Wasn't it so needed?
Wonderful. You saw some of the photos?
I did see some of the photos, and I was thinking, when I saw the photos on Facebook, I was thinking, that's not Korea. Those trees look different.
Yep.
The water was it a lake, a pond?
It was a lake, yeah.
That looked amazing.
It was nice and blue.
I was a little jealous, and I was thinking, why am I jealous? I'm looking at your pictures on my phone while I'm lying down in front of the sun on the beach anyway.
It's like the grass is always greener where I'm not.
Actually, it was nice for me, too. My vacation was so relaxing.
I saw some of your photos, yep.
A lot of my cousins said that I have a disease.
Okay.
And that's a CrossFit disease because literally I went home.
And worked out.
Like, I got off the plane. And you know when you're on the plane for like 13 hours?
You're lifting your suitcase and...
No, 'cause you just feel bloated on a plane.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You're sitting down all day. 13
terrible.
hours. And I freak out on a plane because I don't like turbulence and planes literally scare me, right?
Okay.
So I'm in the plane for 13 hours, get off, and I'm like, oh, what do I want to do? My cousin asked me, you want to go something to eat? Get something to eat? I was like, sure. So we go eat. And right after I eat and being on a plane for 13 hours, I tell her, can you drop me off at the closest CrossFit gym? And my cousin's like, Oppa, you are crazy. I was like, why? He goes, you just got out of a plane for 13 hours and you just had cheesecake and you're going to do CrossFit. I'm like, I need the burning calories.
It's called CrossFitism.
CrossFitism?
Yes.
Oh.
The ism.
I thought it was CrossFitobia.
That might be it too.
Yes.
But or CrossFit.
But it felt good.
Colica? No,
It felt good because I got all the gunk from being in the plane all out of my system.
understand.
The cheesecake, I burned the calories, went home, took a shower, unpacked, and went straight to sleep.
When I do it, I actually didn't do it this time, and I noticed I had a bit more jet lag. Usually, when that first night I get back, I'll go into the gym of the hotel that I'm staying at.
Well, that's
I'll
the thing;
do
it helps with the jet lag.
Absolutely.
I love jet lag, actually, if you think about it, because you will go to sleep at 10 o'clock and wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Bright and early, make some breakfast.
Nobody else is awake.
No,
It's a wonderful thing. It was great, actually, at the lake. It was great because I did wake up bright and early, and I went out, and my parents got this little wharf out there, this little dock, and I went out and I had some coffee. No, I just had some coffee, sat there. And across the lake, there's like 4 deer, like, playing in the water and stuff. It was so cool. I didn't have a photo or camera.
I had deer too, but I was afraid they were going to jump in front of the...
beer.
I said deer.
Oh.
I'm saying there's a lot of deer.
Rainy. Anyway, all right.
There's a lot of deer in Jersey, and we're always scared that the deer is going to jump in front of your car driving on the highways.
Deer in Jersey have 3 eyeballs, do they not?
Deer in Jersey are Rudolph. They have red noses.
They're glowing.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
We're not
is
talking
originally
about
from
deer.
New Jersey.
Brian,
yes.
We're
actually talking about a group that sounds like deer with their name.
They do, and they're actually from New Jersey.
Seriously?
Two New Jersey boys from, what do you call it, Ramsey, New Jersey? Do you know Ramsey, New Jersey?
I do know of Ramsey, New Jersey, but never been.
These 2 Jersey boys are from Ramsey, New Jersey. They went out to New York to try and make it big with their guitars and their drums, and they went out there and they ran into a bit of a financial brick wall, and they ended up like turning around and going to Denver. They basically couldn't go anywhere in the music scene in New York, so they went to Denver of all places, which actually apparently has a pretty thriving music scene.
Yes.
They went out to Denver and met a young lady who plays the cello, and the 3 of them kind of started this dynamic that ultimately became a band called the Lumineers.
Lumineers sounds like
Lumineers,
deer.
The Lumineer Deers. Their album is not called Deer. It has nothing to do with deer, but deer is delicious.
I've never had deer meat.
Deer is delicious.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that another day. But the Lumineers.
The Lumineers,
yes.
Great band. I'm a hippie at heart. I'm from the west coast of the U.S., the west coast of Canada, so I'm kind of got that hippie.
You don't have a hippie image at all.
No, man. I cut off my long hair and I took out all my.
No, but you can still dress like a hippie a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Like me, look at my ankle. It's like a hippie ankle.
That's totally hippie, man.
Yes.
Like you're ready to start
going to the beach.
Going to the beach and
just relax and chillax and yes.
So I definitely have a bit of a hippie heart, and like in university I discovered Bob Dylan. I kind of got into the like old folk sound and whatnot, and basically I was just. Sorry, I wish you could see that. Anyway, yes, I discovered some things in university, and basically after university, I've kind of always been looking for new bands that tell really good stories, have kind of a folksy sound, bit rustic, and there's been some great bands come out. There's Head in the Heart. Do you know Head in the Heart?
No.
They're a really good band. Do you know Mumford and Sons? Of course you know Mumford and Sons. Of course, do you know The National?
No.
Okay, they're really good
sounds
too.
Sounds like a TV show, but
Dave Matthews, I know.
Of course.
Right now,
you don't like
Eugene
Dave Matthews.
is going. I don't like Dave. But
actually, he's not. He's really calm out there.
I think
Eugene's boring today. By the way,
he's watching like TV or something. Anyway, this group, the Lumineers, is the latest that I've discovered, and I'm absolutely in love with them. I bought the album. I rarely buy an entire album from iTunes.
Do you love Lumineers or do you love cheesecake?
Chocolate cheesecake is much better than the Lumineers.
Oh, sorry, Lumineers.
Yeah,
all right, we're changing the group now, so I'm just joking.
They're a great song, great album, great stuff, great all that. Great, it's all great. Everything's great, Brian. And you know what? Today I'm like a little puppy. My tail's wagging like crazy, and I'm even peeing a little bit because I'm so excited to see you,
You're
Brian.
excited to see me.
Yes.
I think you're excited because we're going to set up the next song for you guys.
That too.
All right. Before we play the song, can you talk about the song a little bit? It's called Ho Hey.
It's Ho Hey. It's not Hey Ho.
Now I was thinking like Jai Ho, like that song from Slumdog Millionaire.
Right, which is a very cool song.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Ding, ding. But it's not.
And the reason it's ho hey and not hey ho is because they didn't want like people thinking that they were talking about hose.
Like the hose?
Hey ho, what's up? They didn't want that, so they wanted ho hey. And basically, it's like a very popular song. It kind of hit, I think, number 3 in the Billboard Top 100.
All right, well then we gotta check that out right now. This is the Lumineers.
It's a great song.
Yes, this is Ho Hey. Check it out. Yeah, that was the Lumineers with Hey Ho Ho
Oh hey
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my next single.
Your next single is Yo. Yay! Which would be cool.
No, my next song is going to be called Tic Tac Toe.
Nice.
Tic Tac Toe! We just yell it the whole time for 2 or 3 minutes.
And put a little bit of words in there that no one really listens to because everybody gets caught up in the oh, hey, yeah, oh. Hey.
Exactly.
It's a great song.
But the funny thing about this song is, before we played it, I didn't know that I was going to know the song. Yep. But they actually, I have to admit, they overplayed the song on the radio in the States.
They played it. That's how I've discovered it, actually. I discovered it in Canada while driving.
And the funny thing about this song is they didn't record the whole song in, what's it called? A big time studio, did they?
No. Well, there's 2 versions. There's the first version, which was they actually, before they went out to Denver, before the Lumineers, there were 2 guys. Before they went out to Denver, they actually recorded the song in a bathroom.
Ooh.
They tried recording it in studios. It sounded like crud. Then they tried recording it in like a living room. It sounded like crud. And they went into their bathroom in their tiny little apartment. And they recorded it in there. And apparently it sounded really good. And that was the thing they used to get into bars and to be able to play in bars in Denver and stuff.
I feel like a lot of artists are doing that because it's not about where you record the song. Because sometimes you might record a song in the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom, and just sounds more, what do you call it? There's more depth to it, more authentic. There's also an artist, we'll talk about him another day, of course, but The Weeknd. He's an R&B artist. Okay. He recorded a lot of his album in his own bedroom. And if you have a chance to, it sounds amazing.
So you can actually hear a different kind of sound based on...
I think you can feel a different sound, but at the same time, the fact that you listen to the song, you're like, oh, this is in a bedroom? It doesn't sound like it. It's all the editing and all that stuff afterwards that's important, not where you record the song. So all those big time studios, in the future, I see a lot of the big studios going out of business. Because all you need is a mic, a good engineer.
You don't even need a good engineer. You can do a lot of stuff like with... basically, if you want to...
Your own computer?
I don't want to name any particular programs. There's a lot of computers out there that have really cool programs that are cheap. So we're going to listen to another song, and then we just go on... Yeah, we got another song from these guys, the Lumineers.
Actually, because I do want to hear a lot of the Lumineers songs, because... Hey! Ho! Was the only song I've heard.
This one is not called Hey Ho Part 2.
Okay, what's this song called?
This is called Classy Girl, and it's about... It's got a great line. Classy girls don't kiss in bars.
Oh. Yeah. So if you kiss in a bar, you're not classy.
Well, I don't think that's what they're saying, but that's something that they're sort of saying. So,
for all you listeners out there, check out the song and see if you guys can figure out what they're talking about are classy girls. This is the Lumineers with Classy Girls. That's a great song, Classy Girls. I kind of know what classy girls are now, so I got to look for them when I go to the bars.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes.
Try to kiss them because they won't. I still don't fully understand. That's one of the cool things. They've got great lyrics, great stories, but a lot of their lines, it's like, what the heck are you guys talking about?
Because they recorded it in a bathroom.
Because
a kitchen, or I don't know.
Or wherever they recorded it.
In a garage.
Yes. They've got some great, really, 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 if you like the kind of new rustic movement that's the return to rustic or return to roots that's kind of going on in the U.S. right now, in North America. If you like that kind of sound, then I really recommend you pick up the Lumineers album.
But so how long have they been around for?
2012.
So they're a fairly new group.
New group. You know, what happened was there's a radio DJ in Seattle. And like radio DJs often will get sent lots of different kinds of music and stuff. Yeah. And so this group, the Lumineers, was, their CD was sitting on top of a pile, and he's like, oh, who are these guys? He had heard them because they had been playing in Seattle. He picked them up, and actually the first song he listened to was Hey Ho. And he's like, oh my gosh, this is the best song. He called it the best song of 2012. So this is
actually how a lot of songs get popular. Just random radio play.
I guess. Yeah. I guess. And that's what happened in this case anyway.
That's what I got to do. I got to pop one of my CDs, go back to the States, and just throw that radio station. They're like, who is this Asian guy named Brian? Let's play his music. Boop. There you go.
There you go.
I got to do that somehow.
See how it works?
I hope I could just play my own music here, but at the same time, it's just, just showing off kind of, if you think about it.
Well, which is okay. Because this is the Brian Chu, the Brian Chu.
Chu? You changed my last name too?
The Brian Show.
I'm related to the baseball player, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Well, that is what TBS stands for. For all you guys out there, I said it before. TBS stands for the Brian Chu Show. Yes, it does.
That would be TBJS.
Oh yeah, TBJS. Brian Show.
The Brian Show.
Yes.
Everybody knows it. It's all
Thank
good.
you very much.
It's all good. Go out, everybody, and buy this album because it's awesome.
And that's all the time we have for today.
That is.
Yes.
Brian, it's so good to see you back here.
It is great to see you.
It's great.
We need to catch up and grab a bite to eat sometime soon.
Just don't bite me.
But right now we are talking about the Lumineers, so we're going to end today's show with another song from the Lumineers. And this is called Dead Sea. Check them out. Like Mike said, he recommends them. I recommend them as well because they're a great band. Yep. And this is Brian Ju and
Michael Jones
signing off.
Ciao.
Peace.